After 91 days, matutunghayan na muli ng buong barangay ang kanilang mga hari sa basketball as Ginebra San Miguel makes their Governor's Cup debut kontra sa Petron Blaze Boosters. Mark Caguiwa will have a new weapon in Japet Aguilar as well as a new coach in the Atom Bomb as they take on Elijah Millsap and the rest of Petronivers who are still searching for form. Magandang gabi nga po sa inyong lahat live mula dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. Ito na po ang Sports 5 coverage ng Philippine Basketball Association. After an off-season filled with drama, action naman ang ihahain natin para sa inyong lahat. Mag-umargin nga po kasama natin si Jason Webb. All of that drama in the off-season, how does that translate? Etong opening game ng Ginebra, second game naman para sa Petron.
You gotta put it behind you. Nice thing about it is that drama is tapos na yun. It's been fixed. There were changes in the coaching staff of both teams. And that was, hindi lang nila, coach pati mga assistant coach nagkapalitan. But more importantly is that both teams look good in terms of their lineup. Of course, Coach Al is gone. He's taken a lead. He's actually in the States right now with his family. Appointed as a new coach is Coach Ato. Na ironically, galing sa Petron. May bago rin mga assistant coach, which is George, Coach George and Coach Boise. Coach George also coming from Petron just last conference. On the other hand, Olsen Rosella was reassigned to San Mig Coffee. Coach G is the head coach right now. And kita natin, bago rin ng mga assistant ni Coach G para dito sa Petron.
Ang huli nga nagpa-champion dito sa Petron, ayan pong si Coach Ato Agustin. Kaya naman meron na talagang pinagsamahan si Coach Ato at Coach G.
You know, and you look at the pedigree, Coach Ato, former coach of Petron. And like you said, he led the Boosters to their last championship. Was a PBA MVP as well in his playing days. Coach G naman, ito yung una niyang head coaching job. And he was actually the lead assistant for Coach Ato for 2 years. And actually, ang last coaching job ni Coach G, ay nagpapag galing ng LaSalle. Just last summer, he was actually with the De La Salle University Green Archers.
Ito si Coach G, ang tagal na rin natin nakikita nga nagko-coach dito sa PBA. Usually, pagka nato-thrown out, lalo na nung natin Coach G, giyaw pa siya. Kaya naman kilala naman natin ang kalidad ni Coach G. Coach Ato, matitesting. Ngayon, nakalipat na nga po ng kampo sa barangay na po siya. Starting lineups now being introduced. L.A. Tenorio, Mark Caguiwa, Dior Lohorn, Willie Wilson and Chris Ellis will go up against Alex Cabagnot, Ronald Tubit, Junmar Pardo, Arvin Santos and Elijah Millsap. And it is the white shirts of Barangay Ginebra who wins the tap. L.A. Tenorio, fresh off his stint with the national team, starting para sa Barangay Ginebra. Immediately they go to the post dun sa kanilang import na si Lohorn, naipit nga lang ni Junmar Pardo. Caguiwa to Tenorio, 4 on the shot clock para sa Ginebra. L.A. bothered on the shot. Millsap para sa rebound. Nakita si Santos na sa kabilang dulo. And Arwin will miss. Tenorio cross-court papunta kay Caguiwa. The start. Almost lost it. Napunta kay Wilson. They go to Ellis.
You can see both teams running up and down. Both teams are very athletic. That's what we're going to see a lot of in terms of the transition ng dalawang team.
Petron looking for Fajardo dun sa ilalim. Hindi nga lang niya makakuha yung pasa galing kay Tubit. Pareho sila nagsorry sa isa't isa.
Gotta be a little bit more patient if you're Ronald Tubit kasi ang liit ko nang pumapantay dito kay Junmar.
Lohorn sa poste. Pangalawang sukat niya dito kay Junmar.
Very early on. You look at the way that Dior Lohorn plays. It looks like he's gonna be more of an inside guy, pa-poste-poste.
Hirap hanapin yan ha. 6'5 ang ating height limit. Millsap gets a teardrop. 6'5 height limit pero marunong maglaro sa poste. Nakuha nila.
Yeah, and you know, because yun talaga yung setup diba? You have to get lucky in terms of the need of the import and what you'll be getting. So that basket for Dior Lohorn.
First impression sa atin, ako napansin ko, may patience kanina nung inatake si Junmar, nasa ratuan, hindi na muwersa. And now he's starting to get his shots as Millsap overshoots. Fajardo is fouled.
Does look like not to be the greatest of athletes. He's built very well, very taas sa mga talon, ganyan.
Cabagnot getting his first 2 points last time around. Ito si Kabagnat came off the bench. Ngayon, starter na siya para kay Coach Gia Benilla. 7-4 ang nasa ating talaan.
That's that post. You can see that that's really where Dior Lohorn is working.
Ellis once again looking for Lohorn. This time Fajardo closes out on him, forcing that air ball. Kabagnat on the move to a ceiling. Junmar Fajardo, the floater off the turnaround doesn't work.
It's a good shot because you get both feet in the paint for Junmar Fajardo.
As Mark Nagiwa gets his first 2 points. Junmar Fajardo in 28 minutes of action, 12 points, 14 rebounds, Jason. Solid performance.
Yes, but did not shoot well. You know, if you're a big guy, you have to be shooting over 50%. Only shot 33% in that game. But here right now, he's 50%, 1 out of 2.
Walang makakatapat dito sa 5 ng Ginebra ngayon kay Junmar Fajardo as LA lines it up. Couldn't dial it in. Millsap para sa rebound. The blue shirts on the attack. Millsap to go coast to coast is fouled. At kung si Mark Tagiwa yun, ikalawa na niya. Ang yung 90-day layoff o 91 days to be exact na itong Ginebra. Tignan mo si Mark Tagiwa, parang fresh na fresh kayo, parang walang iniinda. Hindi katulad na nakita natin siya last conference.
He's one of those guys that are very excited to be back and be back healthy. Iba talaga yung pinaglalaro ka na wala kang nararamdaman sa katawan mo.
Millsap misses on the second. 9-7 ang nasa ating talaan. Dalawa pa rin ang abante ng Barangay Ginebra. LA lost his footing. Turnover is completed here. Millsap all the way. Has answered back with his blazing run. Tabla na ang ating labanan. 9 apiece. So we take another look at that Millsap steal and finish. Para nga maitabla ang ating bakbakan.
You guys are still watching PBA here on IBC. Mula nang madraft si LA, hindi pa siya nakakamiss ng kahit anong laro. Tonight actually marks his 329th game na wala pa siyang nanumimiss. Nakakatatlong practices pa lang siya pero sinabi niya hindi daw iyon dahilan para hindi maglaro ngayong gabi. He's a professional player and that's how it will always be. Balik sa inyo.
Grabe ano, ang nilampasan ni LA, Dante Gonzalgo.
Pero yung, because actually yun ang the original Iron Man nung panahon natin, yung napaparod natin. Kasi bago na, alam ko, meron pang tinatawag na Iron Man.
May original pa dating Lohorn now has 6 points. So number 1 dyan sa listahan yan, 500 plus, kulang-kulang 600. The captain, Alvin Patrimonio, pumapangalawa ngayon si Tenorio. And then Gonzalgo is third, and if we're not mistaken, Renren Ritualo was just 1 game behind Dante Gonzalgo. Muntikan niya rin ma-break yun, no?
It's a testament to how LA takes care of himself because even if there are days that, you know, even the players that don't play a lot of minutes, nasasaktan pa rin niya.
Ang hirap nun, ha? Talagang wala siyang na-miss ni isang laro mula nung siya'y na-draft. As Lohorn is now showing us his range. Hindi lang pala sa loob, Jason.
Yeah, it's very surprising. You know, it seems that when you look at the way he plays, hindi ba siya swabe, no?
Matapos nung 9-4 run ng Petron to tie the game, 5-0 laban ang isinuplay ng Barangay Ginebra. As Petron turns it over once again, Chris Lutz, or Doug Kramer rather, papasok na para dito kay Junmar Fajardo. Going back to yung streak ni LA, no? Kahit mag-border ng game, ang hirap gawin nun, 329 na sunod-sunod.
Kaya hindi ka magkakasakit.
Nakaupo ka lang, tayo nakaupo lang dito, siya yung nakikipagpakpakan pa dun. Wilson to Lohorn, now he goes back inside. Kramer trying to stop him. Lohorn misses. Arwin Santos grabs that board. Millsap to Kramer, the baseline jumper. The bicep shot works para dito kay Douglas.
And for Doug Kramer, that's the reason why he's here. He is a more agile defender at the post, and also a guy that can stretch the floor because he has a decent 15-footer.
Ngayon, makikipagpakpakan siya sa pala ng katawan dito kay Lohorn. Hindi makatanggap ngayon. Ito ang import na Ginebra. Punta pa rin sabot ni LA dito kay Millsap. And Ginebra will have just 6 seconds to try and come up with a shot as we send it over to Erica.
Komportable na naman daw itong import ng Ginebra na si Dior Lohorn. Nakatulong na marami sa mga players ng barangay ang mula sa Amerika, so it wasn't difficult to bond. Aware din siya sa fanbase ng barangay, but he's doing his best to come in with a clear mind para hindi maapektuhan ng pressure and expectations. Wala din daw siyang Twitter just so he could focus on the task at hand ng mas mabuti. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Erica. Mukhang ito si Chris Ellis worked on that jump shot in the offseason. Medyo matalo sa mga tira niya sa labas. Ngayon, ang ganda ng lobo, no?
It's a looper, and so far it's worked for Ginebra. Doing well coming out that timeout. They were 9 all before that timeout. They come out with a 9-2 run.
Silipin ulit natin paano nga ba ginawa ng Barangay Ginebra to. First, it was the looper from Chris Ellis. Tapos nakanakaw sila doon sa ilalim. Beautiful pass from Kagiwa. Nakita si Wilson for the finger roll. Inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum sa patuloy natin pagtutok dito kina Idol, Samboy Lim and the rest of Barangay Ginebra sa kanilang pakikipagbakbakan sa Petron. Oh, yung mga Rodriguez as we take a look at this Kawasaki rousing fast break. At ito nga yung kaninang pasa ni Kagiwa papunta kay Wilson, brought to you by Rouser 135 by Kawasaki. Rouse the rider in you. 18-11 is the score. Petron coming off their own timeout at mukhang nagiging paborito ni Millsap itong si Kramer sa pagbibigay ng mga assists.
Good play coming out of that timeout, and also you can see that Millsap willing to share the basketball.
Tenorio gets it over to Wilson, back to Tenorio. Kabagno trying to keep in front of LA. Dito na naman sila kay Lohorn. Pilit itinutulak etong si Doug Kramer, no basket. Foul was way before the attempt. Kaldagan dito, G.
Strength of Lohorn.
Tenorio in the lane, gets it out to Kagiwa.
And you can see Doug adjusting. Ngayon malayo pa lang tinutulak niya ng palayo.
The Furious versus the Fearless. Nilamon ni Mark yung depensa ni Toby dun.
I think safe to say that Mark Kagiwa is healthy once again.
Millsap to Toby, gustong bumawi. Crossover din ang ginamit. Wrong to lang para dito kay Toby, but just as pretty, Jason.
If these two guys, kita mo, ngayon talagang pinapantayan na ng gusto ni Tubit. But that's what you see in the PPA.
And Tubit forced to give up that foul. Dahil makaka-easy to na. Ito si Lohorn. Jay, ito na.
It's one-on-one. First, it's Mark Kagiwa. Iwan si Ronald Tubit. That's a 3. But you know what? Ronald Tubit, not a slouch himself. Crossover. Enough space. 1 point each.
Very, very nice from both gentlemen on the floor. Marshall Lassiter checking into the game for the first time. Pagpapahingin si Arwin Santos. Coach G going with 3 guards now with Lassiter, Cabagnot, and Tubit. Sasamahan nila Millsap and Kramer. Nakakatapat sina Lohorn, Wilson, Kagiwa, Ellis, and Tenorio. High looper doesn't work. Tenorio looks up court. LA through a Wilson pick. Still runs into traffic. Di maipagpag. Ito si Cabagnot. Kagiwa na naman with Kramer on top of him. Pulls up for the 18-footer. Couldn't get the bounce. Mahigit 4 at kalahati na lang natitira sa ating first quarter. Kagiwa with a slap. Kagiwa with another. Puts it up for Ellis. Sobrang lang yung pasa. At hindi ma-recover ng Barangay Ginebra.
Good idea right there, but a little bit too much in terms of yung para dun sa pasa ni Mark Kagiwa. You can see that he's apologizing.
23-15 is the score. Ito na nga yung pinakamalaking lamang ng Ginebra sa ballgame na ito. Millsap from the wing. Doesn't work. Kagiwa taps it over papunta kay Lohorn. Tenorio tinatawag si Wilson. Nakasal na kontra kay Millsap. Di makakuha yung stretch reverse. Millsap to the corner. Lassiter. Linipat pa sa kaliwang kamay.
I think that's the strength of this Petron squad. You look at that off-guard, small forward position. Depth-wise, grabe yung lalim nila. Kita mo, meron pa silang lots. Napasok pa.
Meron pang yo dyan na hindi masyadong ginagamit. As Ellis runs into a double team. Ito lang ay Lats, papasok na.
When you look at even Millsap can play that guard position, it almost feels like they're overloaded in that spot.
Tenorio to Lowhorn. The 15-foot jumper is good. Hindi yung Lowhorn. 13 puntos na, Jason.
Alam mo, yung mga tao dito, marinig mo sila, they're actually whispering because pag makita mo siya, hindi yung ano, it doesn't give you that impression na magaling na athlete, magaling na player. Pero so far, his shots have been falling. And like you said, already 13 points.
Huling pinaglaruan nito yung doon sa ABL, ano, yung Saigon Heat. I wonder kung nagkasabayan pa sila doon ni Jai Reyes ng talking text. Kramer out to Kabaglot. The 19-footer doesn't work. Lowhorn really filling up the stat sheets here. Tenorio directing traffic. Lowhorn will offer the pick. Di naman ginamit. LA now will go through it. Hinahanap niya si Wilson. Tapped away by Millsap.
That's good defense on the part of Petron, talking on that pick and roll.
Kagiwa on the catch and shoot. Mark Kagiwa has 7 points.
A combination of Mark Kagiwa as well as Lowhorn already combining for 20 between them.
Ellis slicing through. Millsap rather. My bad then. My bad. Lowhorn na naman. Oh, spinning away from Kramer. Hindi footwork, pinapalitan tayo.
So far, inside out. Kasi nakakatira na siya kanina sa labas. But like he said, his footwork in the paint so far really there. And Petron can't find a guy that can match up with him in terms of on the defensive end.
Tama ang smoke. Couldn't bring it home. Nakita natin, ano, kahit yung Barangay Ginebra faithful in attendance is still trying to make it out kung dapat bang mahalin na kagad. Ito si Lawrence, katulad nung pagmamahal nila kay Vernon Macklin nung nakaraan, ano?
But you know, you look at ito si Lowhorn, he doesn't look like he's a highlight waiting to happen.
As Japet Aguilar is making his way to the scorer's table, palakpakan ng buong barangay sa loob ng Big Dome. Very nice ang salubong dito kay Japet.
Speaking of a highlight waiting to happen.
Ayan na. Makakasabay niya dito si Urbistondo, Lowhorn, Kagiwa, and Ellis. Pasa ni Urbistondo, taken away by Lassiter. Tumatakbo. Oh, what a sidestep! Super Marshall gets the finger roll. Lowhorn again. Ellis tried to keep it alive. Millsap on the move. Oh! Elijah Millsap with a throwdown, may kasama pang foul.
I did just say earlier, Japan is a highlight waiting to happen, but he didn't want to be in the end of this one. Wow.
Kompleto pa yung 3-point play na yon, kaya bumaba na sa 5 ang abante ng Barangay Ginebra. Millsap now with 10 points. Aguilar to Kagiwa, back to Aguilar. Huli from behind the Lassiter. Here comes Millsap on the move. Kramer bobbles, recovers. Kramer goes up without the leather. Millsap kontra Japet. Tingnan natin kung makabawi dito si Aguilar. Ang pwesto niya sa Millsap to give it up. Lanete puts it up. No Urbistondo para sa rebound. Tumatakbo Barangay Ginebra. Ellis playing for it. He goes up. Millsap is there to break it up. Kramer underneath for the reverse.
Two times Barangay Ginebra being a little bit greedy on the fast break, which has led to them not getting any points there. Sometimes it's better just to be there with the basic stuff.
Aguilar at the post. Kramer ang atakin. Goes over to Lohorn. 9 on the shot clock para sa Ginebra. Japet facing up. Go. Petron can offer last possible attempt of quarter number 1. Millsap nagmadali. Jumps it out papunta kay Lutz. 5 segundo na lang ang natitira. Lutz to the corner. Lanete for 3. Does it work? And that'll do it for the first 12 minutes of action. 29-26 is the score. Barangay Ginebra, after leading by as much as 10 behind the guns of DR Lohorn, now settles for a 3-point lead. He's done it from everywhere, inside, outside. Pinapakita niya na he might just be the total package para sa Barangay. Masusubaybayan ang PBA sa Action TV International. Sa Middle East via Orbit Showtime Network, sa Europe naman via OSN TV tomorrow, at sa Guam via MCV Broadband. Sabihan na ninyo ang inyong mga kamag-anak na abangan ang mga aksyon na labanan ng PBA pati na rin ng UFL sa Action TV International. Second quarter now underway inside the Big Dome, and Marshall Lassiter toes it Petron to within 1 point.
That game of runs. Kanina, remember, there was a 9-2 run on the part of Barangay Ginebra to build that lead of theirs. Now it's Petron's turn. It's an 11-2 run on their part.
Barangay pumasok na para dito sa Barangay kasama si Lohorn, Aguilar, Orbistondo, and JJ Valterbrand. Arvin Santos nagbalik na rin, pinagpahinga muna ang kanilang import na si Millsap, kasama niya si Lassiter. He just put up a terrible shot. Andiyan din si Fajardo, Lanete, at etong si Chris Lutz. Pressure in the backcourt being applied here. Ayaw patanggapin itong point guard ng Barangay Ginebra. JJ na nagtawid ng bola. Japet over to Lohorn. Susukatin ulit. Ito si Junmar. Lohorn! No problem. And he picks up a personal on the big man.
Pinag-uusapan na lang dito, lakas ng katawan. You can see what happens. Every time bumabangga si Lohorn doon sa mga defenders, he's the one that carves up space, and he's the one that is getting points right now.
Out of the University of San Francisco, and si Lohorn as he completes that 3-point play to re-establish a 4-point lead para sa Barangay Ginebra. Isang minuto lumilipas sa ating second quarter. Lutz on the attack, gets it over to Arwin. The 17-footer doesn't work. Arwin knew it. Tried to get his own rebound. Napunta na kay Barangay yung bola. Here comes Valterbrand. Orbistondo pleading for it. They go back to Matt. Jumping into trouble. Lanete on a 4-on-2. They go to Arwin underneath. And Santos delivers the 2 points.
So far, the running game of Petron, especially in the last 3 minutes, has done them well.
How important is this din na si Elijah Millsap nakaupo, napapanood niya yung kanyang mga kakampi, nag-iiba yung perspective niya, no?
But you know, Elijah Millsap has the better view or the better opportunity in today's game. Bakit? Kasi nakapaglaro na siya. He's already played, he already knows the style of the Philippines, he has a better grasp of what his teammates can do as well.
As they're looking for Junmar. Foul whistled here on Junmar Fajardo. Second personal for the top overall pick. Ayun ano, illegal pick. Pinamigay doon ni Fajardo.
We've seen 10 times worse picks than that though.
Lohorn na naman. Well, Shopin is there. Kala ko isasalampak na. Orbistondo puts it on the floor. Nakita si Barangay for the stretch.
Oh, you know, when you look at this team, 5 seconds on the part of Petron. You look at Barangay Ginebra. Maybe about 3 conferences ago, maybe that 2 conferences ago, there was no depth in this team. Ngayon makikita mo, ang second unit nila palaban na.
Tamo si Mamaril nga, ngayon palang papasok sa ball game na ito. As JJ rattles out on the 3, pero Mamaril keeps it alive. Barangay Ginebra has a fresh 24.
Defensive rebounds helping Barangay Ginebra in this quarter. That's already 2 in the first 3 minutes.
Mamaril, quick release on Arwin. Balik sa anim mga bante ng Ginebra. Lassiter has 2 guys on him. Hinahanap ng Petron yung libre. Lutz, iiwan para kay Arwin. Oh, forced to put up an air ball dahil nandun si Japet all over him.
Japet also becoming that X factor. On one end, he got a huge rebound, and here his length really bothering Arwin Santos. Si Arwin hindi sanay yan na pag tumalon siya, kami nakakasabay pa sa kanya.
Elderbrand once again kontra dito kay Lassiter. 12 seconds on the Ginebra shot clock. JJ launches it. Oh, go. Tapi ka ng bola. Junmar taps it over papunta kay Millsap. Elijah on the move. Parakel looking to recover. Sabi ni Junmar, inawakan ako ni Mamaril eh. Nagulangan yata yung bata doon.
And it was just timing. Wala sa timing si Millsap tsaka si Junmar. Junmar had a good seal quite early, pero tagal bago dumating yung bola sa kanya.
Elderbrand jumps it past the Japet. Behind nga lang yung pasa na yun.
Speaking of guys that, you know, that hindi pa nga sinasabi natin, wala pa sa timing. Same case with Elijah and Fajardo. They haven't played or even practiced together for a long time. You can say the same thing when it comes to Japet Aguilar and most of his teammates.
Santos over to Millsap. Goes back over to Arwin. Japet on him. Arwin attacks. Benefit. Oh, go. Everything but the shot sa pagkakataon na yun. Oh, what a crossover. Pero Lassiter, talagang he's been playing the lanes, just bothering the passes of Barangay Ginebra. Japet meets the pass, 10 segundo para makatira ang Ginebra. Urbistondo having some trouble with Lanete. Urbistondo, ando na naman si Lassiter. Pero yung haba ni Japet, nakakuha na naman yung possession. Parakel attacking the baseline is clobbered. Lassiter tagged with his first personal foul. Ayan naman ito si Parakel, nasa free throw line for 2 shots. Mapapanood na din po ang PBA sa pinakabagong channel sa PayTV. Yan po ang Hyper. Please check with your local cable operators for availability. Tenorio back on the floor. Pinagpahinga si Urbistondo. Stretches the Ginebra lead up to 8. Mapapa-timeout si Coach G and the rest of Petron. Petron Blaze might be behind by 8, but the biggest highlight we've seen so far ay nanggaling sa kanilang import na si Elijah Millsap. Kaya naman yan ang ating Photon Strong Drive, brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Ibalita nga muna tayo kay Miss Erica Padilla.
According to Coach J kanina, the biggest task for him ay ang baguhin ang individualistic mindset ng players to a team concept that will maximize their talents by focusing on chemistry. It's a big task because he needs to be able to define the roles ng bawat isa at ng coaches as well to get everybody on the same page to win the first win.
Thank you, Erica.
Yeah, tough thing para dito sa Petron is they've been through a ring of coaches in the past 2 years. The palit sila ng palit. So even the players, they don't have that continuity.
Petron with the leather here. Millsap goes all the way. Back-to-back hits by the Blaze Boosters brings them to within 4.
Well, we can see so far in this game, every time a coach has called a timeout, the players have responded well. Kanina Ginebra, ngayon kanina ulit Petron, and now again Petron. Every time there's a timeout, they get into decent runs.
Pero yung na-quote ni Erica, no, nang hinahanap ng Coach Gina, huwag masyadong individualistic Etong Blaze Boosters, and yung pagde-define ng rules, yun yung sinasabi ng mga taga Petroniverse na hinahanap nila for the last couple of conferences.
And Coach G has been there. He's been there when all the coaches have come and go. So nakita niya na yun. But up to now, yun pa rin naman na nagiging problema nila. Look at this lineup. It's one of the, if not the best lineup right there. Dinagdag mo pa si Japet, and you know that this is going to be a on the other side, dinagdag mo naman si Japet para sa Barangay Ginebra. But going back to Petron, they are a strong team.
40-34 is the score. Ginebra abante by 6 points. Nangangalahati na po ang ating second quarter. Kapag nagmetangan ng bola, gets into Lassiter. Outside shot doesn't work. Nawala na yung bola. Tinulak pa ni Mamaril si Jeffs.
Couple of bad misses para kay Lassiter. Kanina, that's 2 air balls already.
Tenorio on the move. Naiiwan ng bagya si Kabagnot. Teguro Barakael. 6 seconds na lang natitira sa shot clock ng Ginebra. Barakael bothered by Millsap. Kakiwa misses on that one.
Gotta give credit to the individual and team defense of Petron doon sa pagkakataon na yan. Yung offense ng Ginebra really had nowhere to go because of all the ball pressure.
Anong napapansin nating iba sa depensa? If we're not mistaken, the defensive coach now is consultant Purvis para dito sa Petron.
Defense is just a mindset. Very early on when your legs are fresh, it's easy to be really hard defensively and tough defensively.
Arwin, puts it in. Abasa 4 ang hinahabol dito ng Petron. 5 minuto bago tayo bumalik sa Sports 5 Center with Kiko Lili, Richard De Rosario, and our special guest, Big O Belga. Amaril, took the contact, inagis na lang. Pasok pa yung tira.
Hasn't been a good day para kay Junmar Fajardo. He's not getting anything there on the offense. And then defensively, kinuskoran pa siya ng mga bantay niya.
Nanakaw ba dito si Barakael? It's a 4-on-2. They look for Japet underneath and he delivers the 2 points.
And you see, LA is one of those guys that practiced a lot with Japet. So nakikita niya kung saan pupunta sa Japet. That's a better realization on what the Japet means.
Tatlong araw pa nga lang ito si LA at si Japet nakakapag-ensayo sa Barangay Ginebra, pero sila magkasama nung nasa national team sila. Barakael misses on the 3.
Pretty fast-paced game. Hindi wala tayo masyado mga stoppages. Both teams just attacking.
Not much fouls called as well as Lassiter nakuha niya yung bounce this time around. Ganun lang, naka-double digit na rin. Ito si Marshall Lassiter now with a total of 10 points. Kagiwa goes to his left. Bounces it out, papunta kay Mamaril, who loses it. Lassiter gets it to Millsap. Inakdak sa pagkakataong yun. 44-40 is the score. Petron now within 4 points as we take another look at that sweet-looking jam mula dito kay Elijah Millsap. Timeout muna para sa Barangay Ginebra. Ito si Marshall Lassiter has now scored 6 of his 10 points here in the second quarter, and he's done it in a variety of ways, Jason.
You know, he's an inside-out type of guy. Can play defense, can play offense. And the nice thing about him, like you said, the variety is hindi mo siya pwedeng, you can't stick to him because he can drive, but also he is a dead shot for 3-point range as well. No, not today. Dalawang airball na yan.
Kagiwa, di madagdagan yung kanyang total. Mark actually scored 7 in quarter number 1. Mababalik lang naman niya dito sa second quarter. Lowhorn back on the floor against Kramer. Si Lowhorn has been slowed down somewhat mula nung pumasok si Kramer dahil kanina binanggit mo na nga si Junmar has been having a rough night both on offense and defense.
Actually, he just got back into the game. Speaking of Lowhorn, and he should be fresh right now.
Tenorio over to Lowhorn. Loses the leather that time around. Ito na si Kabagnot over to Lassiter. He launches another 3. Mas palinghati talaga doon as Ellis nagmamadali kumakaripas, wanting that highlight reel.
Yeah, but he missed Mark Caguioa. Mark Caguioa was wide open on the right side. Kasi buwibuelo siya eh. Sometimes pag buwibuelo ka, you look at the ball instead of looking up.
Tenorio bebuelo rin dito ng pasa. Caguioa down low to Lowhorn. Lowhorn, nahirapan, lalabas kay Caguioa. 10 to shoot, Caguioa finding Wilson. He's fouled by Millsap.
You know, and I think right now when you see that post-up of Lowhorn, I think the defensive coaches or the coaches of Petron figured out one thing about Lowhorn, that he, you know, all players have weaknesses at the post, even if they're at the post. Lowhorn, most of his shots have been going to his right, even in the post. So you can see Doug has been closing out yung balik niya sa kanan, kaya hindi siya, kaya he's forced to kick it out.
Let's see how Dior adjusts to what Kramer has been dealing him as Wilson splits. Panik sa 5 ulit ang abante ng Ginebra. Just over 2.5 minutes natitira sa ating second quarter. Kabagnot surveys, gets it over to Lassiter. Hinahanap nila si Millsap dun sa poste. Taken away by Wilson. Tenorio running with Lowhorn. Nando sa kaliwa, eto si Caguioa. Ellis now shifting directions. Finishes with a left hand.
That's good ball movement on the part of Ginebra. You know, they had the initial break. Napigil yun ng Petron, but they didn't stop. Trailer was Ellis, and he was able to finish hard.
2-minute warning para sa ating first half. 3-pointer on the way. Millsap matalas. Kramer couldn't keep it alive. Tenorio on the 3-on-2. Bigla na lang di teardrop.
Ginebra looking good so far, already with 49 points on their offense, because they're playing a lot faster now. Kita mo, mas very efficient yung offense nila.
Santos for 3. Arwin no. Caguioa taps it over to Tenorio. LA is fouled. So LA Tenorio just moments ago scored his first basket of the game. Will through to the line dahil penalty na ang Petron. Wala pang team foul ang Barangay Ginebra. Itong Petron nasa penalty na.
That's actually ang bilis ng takbo ng laro, because not a lot of calls have been called. Actually, fouls for the entire game, for the entire half, and then for Petron, only 10. Tama na yung offensive to.
LA splits, good enough for a 10-point lead para sa Barangay Ginebra. Na-re-establish na naman nila yung biggest lead of the game. Millsap on the right, gets it over sa bagong pasok na si Deutschman. Kabagnot on the move, should count. He will through to the line for a bonus.
I'm sure that's not the way that Willie Wilson had planned that foul, because he knew he was beaten and he wanted to give up that foul. He was just hoping that Alex was not going to get continuation.
Kabagnot rattles home the free throw, baba sa 7 ang abante ng Ginebra. 5 points in the contest para dito kay Alex. Tenorio through a Lowhorn pick, sees it back in the defense. LA makes a pay.
The other thing that Lowhorn does is, ang laki niya, pag siya nagbigay ng screen, takes you a while to recover.
Tayo nang iikutan mo, no? As Deutschman is bottled up. Kabagnot forces it up and in. Lanang 1 minuto natitira sa ating first half. Tenorio going toe-to-toe with Kabagnot. Kramer now switches out on him. LA to Wilson. Caguioa back over to Wilson. He attacks the baseline. Wilson's in trouble. LA has 6 to work with. LA wanting to attack. 2 to shoot. Here's a long one. Naputokan sila ng 24. Tagal dumating nung pick, nung hiningi nito ni LA, as we take another look at his sneaky shot from earlier on na binawian naman ni Kabagnot sa kabilang dulo. Petron looking for the last shot of the first half. Tabagot has 5 to work with. One of many fouls to give para sa Ginebra. Second timeout requested here by Coach G. Tatlong foul pa pwede pamigay dito ng Barangay Ginebra bago sila mamigay ng free throw. Kaya si Coach G wanting to map out their next attack. As we thank our radio partners, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rock at ang ating mga kapatid over at DZSR 918 Sports Radio. Nico Ramos and Chicky Reyes with a call of tonight's action. Boss Willie Marshall and our good Commissioner Attorney Chito Salud. Always nakatutok sa lahat ng aksyon at sinuklian ni Coach Aton ng 30-second timeout din. Itong 30-second timeout ni Coach G para makapagsab sila ng mas marami, ano? Tandaan natin, Sports 5 Center is coming up after the next 5.3 seconds of basketball. Tinabi mo na ba yung pagkain?
Kasama ba yung nabigay kay Bo yung pagkain ko?
Ewan ko, baka wala ka ng dinner mamaya. Nakain na ni Big Bo. Tignan natin mamaya kung umunguya-nguya pa si Bo at the half. Si Big Bo Belga po ang ating special guest. Nakakasama ni na Kuya Miko and Coach Richard. Just over 5 seconds remaining here. Tapagot wanting to go quick at bago pa makatanggap, ito si Lassiter. Nagkabuhol na sila ni Helterbrand. Inbound from the other sideline. Sakto 3 segundo natitira sa ating second quarter. Toishman puts it up. Toishman couldn't deliver. That'll do it for the first 24 minutes of action. 52-45 ang nasa ating talaan. Barangay Ginebra magpapaon ng 7 puntos na kalamangan. Sports 5 Center is coming up. Pagkatapos nun, ibe-breakdown na ni Jason Webb ang ating first half. Tutok lang dito sa IBC 13. Score as you join us back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Etong Barangay Ginebra po, abante ng 7 puntos kontra sa Petron Blaze. Mag-margin po ulit. Kasama pa rin natin si Jason Webb. Jay, ang ganda ng first half, ano? High scoring first quarter, pero nagsimula magdepensa no second.
Well, quick pace, and also what we saw was good field goal shooting from both teams. Dahil nakita natin, parehong team, they tried to run, and they were able to get a lot of layups. You know, and it's strangely enough, you'd think it was Barangay Ginebra that was able to run and succeed. Actually, it was actually Petron.
Silipin nga natin yung ilan sa mga kapanapanabik na pangyayari. Unahin natin from the first 12 minutes of action. Una, etong si Lohorn, anong import ng Barangay Ginebra. Pinapakita na kayang-kaya niyang mga tawan kontra dito kay Fajardo. At the block, 5-0 nagsimula dito, Barangay Ginebra. Tapos si Mark Cagiwa, nakita na naman nila. Ito si Lohorn, hindi lang sa loob. Nakis na labas, nakakatira pa. Ito yung kaninang naging one-upmanship, ano? Cagiwa, naisahan si Tubid. Pero pagbalik naman sa kabila, Jay, aba si Tubid, hindi rin pauhuli. Gagamitan din niya ng crossover. Ito si Mark Cagiwa, long to lang yung kanya, pero spectacular pa naman tignan. At the end of quarter number 1, it was Ginebra by 3, 29-26. Pagdating ng second quarter of action, Marshall Lassiter off the bench went to work para dito sa Petron. Hindi tumatama yung mga tres niya, pero yung mga atake niya sa basket has proven critical. Double-digit scoring na nakagad itong si Lassiter here at the half. Pero si L.A. Tenorio sa kabilang dulo, late in that second quarter, finally nagparamdam na rin para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Take a look at this very sneaky move galing dito kay Teniente. Tatlong depende ng tinakanan. Kaya sila ng 7 here at the half.
And looking at the stats, you can see the reason why Barangay Ginebra is up. Petron, it's just dismal from the 3-point range, 0 out of 7. Not that great para sa Barangay Ginebra, but at least they made some. And look at what Barangay Ginebra did very well there. Yung rebounding, there were very few rebounds around dahil ang taas ng field goal shooting ng dalawang teams. They were above 50% each, but Ginebra able to out-rebound Petron and also getting much more offensive rebounds. That's why they had more opportunities to shoot. Fast breaks went to Petron, but look at this. Ito yung sinasabi kanina ni Coach G na kailangan nila ayusin. Yung assist, yung team yung team ball. They only had 6 assists after scoring 45 points. That's too little. Barangay Ginebra, on the other hand, had 13 assists. That's better team ball for them.
As we take a look at the leading scorers so far, magkabilang import ang nagbabakbakan dito. Pero yung Millsap, bulto niyan. First quarter ginawa. He's got some catching up to do dito kay Dior Lohorn. Marshall Lester, the only other guy in double figures para sa magkabilang koponan. Pero yun nga, no? Parang hindi nga teamwork pa ginagamit dito. Wala pang pasan masyado para sa Petron, Jason.
You saw the number of assists, and that's inexcusable to only have 6 assists at this point with the score that they have. Usually, pag mababa yung score at matinding depensahan, you might have a little, maaring mababa ang assist mo. But with the field goal shooting and the high score, you'd expect them to be much higher than that. And at least aminado naman sila. Those are the things that they have to fix. But in this game, hindi pa yan ayos na ayos.
Dior Lohorn will start things off.
Sorry, Magu, that combination actually had 20 points in the first quarter. But after that, nanlamig rin yung dalawa in the second quarter because it was the other guys that did the scoring for them.
But the two of them looking to make up for lost time here. Kagiwa and Lohorn makakasama sina Wilson, Ellis and Tenorio, same starting unit yan para dito sa Ginebra. Itong Petron, meron ng adjustment. Lassiter starting off, makakasama. Bago rin si Kramer, andyan dyan si Millsap, Cabagnot, and Santos. Arwin, top of the key, looking to bring Petron closer. Oh! Mas malaking O yun dahil nagminti sa ating si Elijah Millsap on that beautiful looking jam. Ellis gets the basket. Pushes up the line for a bonus shot.
Again, it starts out para sa Barangay Ginebra because they start out with good ball movement. It was first the attack of LA Tenorio, a kick out to Ellis. When the defense is adjusting and they're off balance, you can do so many things on your offense, and that's why Ellis was able to get all the way to the rack.
Ellis completes that 3-point play. 10 puntos na rin para dito sa rookie ng Ginebra. Gandang bakbakan to ng mga rookie, no? Fajardo, Ellis, sino kaya? Pagdating ng dulo ng conference na to, ang mahihirang na rookie of the year.
There might not be either of them.
Kami pang ibang rookie na maganda rin ang ginagawa, no? As Kramer misses, picks up his own miss and cleans it up. Oh, Doug Kramer now with 8 points.
You see Coach G going with the guys that were able to deliver in that first half. Doug Kramer had a good first half as well as Lassiter. That's why they're starting in this second half.
Lohorn back over to Ellis. Arwin on him. Ellis beats him to the baseline. Sinalubong ni Kramer. Wilson is there. Off the glass for 2.
I mentioned it earlier, that offensive rebound para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. You know, the group of Petron have to do a better job of boxing out their man.
Millsap directing traffic. Wilson switches out on him. Pupunta sila kay Cabagnot doon sa kanto with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Millsap unleashes a 3, punches it through! Una pa lang yan para dito sa Petron, but what a time for it to come, Jason.
And already with 17 points is Elijah Millsap, and that was almost a bailout 3 because their offense fairly stagnant before he hit that shot.
Kagiwa babawi, di makakuha. Wilson though keeps it alive. Tenorio on the baseline. Takes it back out to Ellis. Kagiwa kontra Lassiter, he comes to the left. Offensive foul whistled here on Willie Wilson as we send it over to Erica.
According to Coach G, they just have to keep it simple dahil medyo nalilito daw ang mga players. They should just better share the ball this second half and find the open man to make sure of their shots and avoid turnovers. At ganun din naman para kay Coach Ato. Take care of the ball better, avoid turnovers, and sustain the energy para ma-maintain ang lead. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Erica. Yan bang kalituan na yan? Would it be a product of that drama-filled off-season? Those 2.5 months dito sa Petron, di ba?
You know, if you actually look at Petron, I think it is more drama-filled when we go to Ginebra, because Ginebra came from success. They came from the finals, and all of a sudden, nabigla sila na nagkaroon ng coaching change. But luckily para sa Barangay Ginebra, Coach Ato is already a champion coach. Luckily also para dito sa Petron na pumasok sa kanila, Coach G knows this squad inside and out. and has been with many championship coaches as well.
Ang laking bagay nga na sa dami na ng balasa sa coaching staff ng Petron. Si Coach Ching ay naging constant for years now.
So many long-time assistant coaches starting to get their success. Of course, you know about just last conference, Coach Luigi Trillo, long-time assistant, finally getting his chance, winning a championship. You look at the college ranks. You look at Coach Nash, long-time assistant, swept the first round of the UAAP. You look at Coach Juno as well, long-time assistant, having his success with LaSalle. So all these long-term assistant coaches finally getting their due and their chance and having some amount of success.
Kabagnot takes it away from Tenorio. Santos lilipad. Pinasa pa kay Milsa. It's a 4-on-1, pero Kabagnot breaks it up. Ellis still stretches. Yung Barangay Ginebra wanting to settle things down. Pero kulang-kulang din yung depensa ng Petron. Hindi nga lang naka-atake kagad ang Ginebra. Kakiwa. No. Kramer is fouled by Ellis. How about Ellis from one end to the other? Somehow, nakuha niya yung bola. As we take a look at that Prestone defensive stop of the game. Brought to you by Prestone Brake Fluid for superior braking action and safety. Sigurado, nasa mabuti kang kamay.
Oh, I think he been slipped in the hands of Millsap. But then, you know, the thing is, sinabayan niya. Yun ang importante doon. And we mentioned this at the top of the coverage. The Ginebra squad, so athletic at present.
Kagiwa! Naramdaman niya, dumadagundong sa kanyang likod si Arwin Santos na ilang tuloy for that layup. Millsap wanting to capitalize, gets it to Lassiter. Corner pocket three. Too strong. Kagiwa on the breakout. Will have a touchdown. That gives Ginebra another 7-point lead, 59-52. Mahigit 8 minuto pa natitira sa ating third quarter. And the first wave of that Ginebra chant breaks out inside the Big Dome. On this Super Bowl Sunday, meron tayong Superstar Showdown na natuto ngayon. Arwin Santos and Mark Gaspar Kagiwa going head-to-head here. Kita mo naman yung season averages ni Mark kumpara to sa ginawa ni Arwin netong nakaraang Biyernes kontra sa Meralco.
Yeah, undoubted superstars, but they do it in different ways. Of course, Mark Kagiwa, he's a scorer. That's what he does. He knows when to hit the big shot, likes taking the big shot. On the opposing end, Arwin Santos, he's more of a guy that will fill in the stat fillers.
And for more on the reigning MVP, makibalita ulit tayo kay Erica.
Nasanay na daw siguro ang Ginebra sa changes, kaya naman when Coach Otto came in, they were just more focused on what needs to be learned. Na minor adjustments lang naman daw, sabi ni Mark. Sila pa rin naman daw ang mga players, so it shouldn't be a major bother. They should take it as a team challenge to work together kahit ano pa man ang pagbabago, because at the end of the day, it's the familiarity nilang magkakakampi ang mas importante, which he is confident with. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Erica. Yun, kahit nagkagulo to sa coaching staff na itong Barangay Ginebra, iisa lang naman yung major addition nila to the lineup, which is Javi Dagal. So the familiarity should be there as Barangay Ginebra, or Petron rather, has nearly a fresh shot clock here. Tubit back on the floor. Wilson bantay niya. Petron is down by 6 points. Millsap against Lowhorn. Tapos umaaligid pa si Ellis. Where will he go? Millsap off the crossover. Tenorio taps it away from Kramer. Kagiwa on the move, bounces it down low.
He has a hard time doing that. That's his strong move. Seemingly, at least the first points that he got is power to the right jump hook.
So within the game, usually pag first game ng mga import talagang sumasabog dahil walang scouting report. Pero ngayon, within the game, na-scout kagad siya as Tenorio locates Kagiwa on the run.
See, quickness of LA, because he didn't actually have a break the entire offseason. He's much quicker than everyone else on the floor because it looks like he's in great shape.
61-53. Petron down by 8. Millsap in trouble. Control dito kay Wilson. 5 segundo na lang sa shot clock ng Petron. Kabagnot looking to bail them out. Goes to Kobe for 3. Punches a throw.
In the first half, Petron couldn't buy a three-pointer at all. Dito, 2 3-pointers have bailed them out with the runs of Barangay Ginebra.
Ellis, hinahanap na naman ito si Lowhorn. Di makaposisyon kontra kay Kramer. Kakiwa off the glass. In the conferences past, Jason, ang sinasabing kakulangan ng Barangay Ginebra ay low post presence. Ngayon nakikita natin, it opens things up para for the likes of Kakiwa Ellis.
Yeah, and he's a guy that, yes, he's an offensive presence, but he's not slow. Hindi importante.
As Kramer breaks into double figures, tagal nang hindi nakaka-double figures din. Ito si Douglas. Kagiwa against Tubit na naman. Oh! Kagiwa naramdamang sumusundot. Ito si Ronald Tubit. Nagpasabit na lang. Labing-apat na segundo natitira sa shot clock ng Ginebra. Oh, natapak sa sideline. Or did he dribble it on the line before he passed it?
Didn't really get to see that, but no complaints from the Barangay Ginebra side, so I'm sure it's the right call.
Some mental lapse there on the part of Chris Ellis. Kabagnot against Tenorio. Shot clock once again winding down para sa Petron. Lassiter couldn't go. Millsap has to put it up. Step back three. No bailout that time. So Kramer is there. And he's fouled.
And Magu, how good has Doug Kramer been in this game? He's the lone guy that's actually grabbing those offensive rebounds for them in bunches. Actually, 3 offensive rebounds para kay Doug here in the third quarter alone, and he's already chipped in a total of 10 points, like you mentioned, 4 of them coming here from shot 5.
Pagkakataon ni Kramer, ibaba sa 3 ang kailangan habulin dito ng Blaze Boosters. Battles on the second. Lima at kalahating minuto natitira sa ating ikatlong yuto. Wilson from the outside bonus na yun.
A bit of a surprise there because you'd be thinking that Willie would just try to set himself up first, but it was actually a quick release. We really wanted that shot.
Millsap to Tubit. 3-pointer no good. Low-horn rebound. Tenorio service. Nauna na si Ellis. LA iniwan para kay Kagiwa. Losing his footing. Traveling doon si Mark.
Mark Kagiwa, after 7 points in the first half, has had 6 here, but also missed a gimme and also this turnover right here. So it hasn't been as smooth a third quarter as it was in that first quarter for him.
Petron looking to inch closer. Lassiter puts it up, low horn board. Tenorio will look to set this one up. Wilson in the man, same spot. This time he's bothered by Kramer. Tenorio against Kabagnot. Pulls up from the free throw line. Kramer for the board. Millsap, nakita si Kabagnot. Awa doon, tama sa dalawang abante ng Ginebra. With 4:18 remaining in the third. Napapatawag ng timeout dito sina Coach Ato and the rest of Barangay Ginebra after this big three from Alex Cabagnol. Park Araneta Coliseum as we take a look at the thousands in attendance para sa ating Super Bowl Sunday, Barangay Ginebra kontra Petron. And from this huge crowd gathered here, nahanap na natin ang ating mga ulala mahal ng masa fans of the day. Mula sa masarap, malaman, mura at ka-convenient kasi easy to open, ulalam ready to eat ulam. Para sa masa, mahal na masa, ulalam, 15 pesos lang. Sino producer natin ngayon, Mike? Si Jello De Jesus, ano? Yari ka kay Big Bo Belga. Hindi mo ba alam yun ang hiniling ni Big Bo? Mag-guest siya sa atin sa Sports 5 Center as long as siya papakainin ng ulalam. Huwag kayo namili ng iba, lagot kayo. Back to this ballgame. Oh, turnover ang Barangay Ginebra. Petron can tie this game For only the second time, Lassiter jumps into Kramer. And we are tied at 65. May kasama pang foul. And Jason, if Doug Kramer completes this bonus free throw, makakatikim ng kauna-unahang kalamangan sa linggo na to ang Petron.
And it's the energy of Doug Kramer. Nahahawa yung mga teammates niya dun sa binibigay niyang energy. And so far, kung kanina kita natin, napapansin natin na yung walang gigil yung Petron. Ever since Doug has entered the game, you can see that there's more fight with the Blaze Boosters.
What a pickup para dito sa Petron. Got Doug Kramer just a week and a half ago in exchange for Dorian Peña. He has definitely contributed here. 15 puntos na, samahan mo pa ng 5 o 6 na rebound. Ellis at Aguilar, sino ba nakakuha nun?
You know, Ellis just actually passed it to himself through using the backboard. Smart play on his part.
Liparan ng Barangay Ginebra as Millsap is fouled.
Very different what we're seeing from Petron here. Nakikita natin they're very aggressive going to the basket now. Speaking of going to the basket, sometimes you don't actually have to shoot it the first time. You can actually make it an assist for yourself.
Nowhere to go no? Agis mo nila sa board. Bahala na si Batman.
And what I was saying earlier, ibang-iba yung Petron dito sa quarter na to because they've actually pushed Ginebra to the penalty quite early at about the 5-minute mark.
Look underneath, Kramer battling again. But Ginebra somehow got this leather. Tied at 67. Only the second deadlock of this game. Last one was at 9-all. Aguilar to Tenorio. Ellis tracking on that baseline. Chapin will offer the pick. Pupunta sila kay Lowhorn. Millsap on him. Lowhorn spins. Taken away by Millsap. Millsap looking to go coast to coast. Will have to earn his points from the line. Elijah Millsap now with a total of 19 points. Last time around, 24 points, 12 rebounds ang kanyang contribution in that loss to Meralco. But if shooting was suspect, Jason, 33% lang, both from all over the field, 6 of 8 sa twos and 2 of 6.
Shade under 50%.
As Kramer is relieved by Junmar Fajardo, kita mo naman yung ovation para kay Doug dun sa bench ng Petron. As Millsap gives Petron their largest lead of the game, 2 points. Orbistondo, ibinalik na ni Coach Chato. Andiyan din si Mamaril, Elterbrand, Aguilar, and Ellis. JJ rolls and misses. Tubig para sa rebound. Sama niya si Cabagnot, Millsap, Lassiter, and Fajardo. Marshall Lassiter finally takes on. Kanina pa niya hinaharap yung tres na yun.
And this one, you can see this was in rhythm, hindi pilit. And right now, what a run by Petron dito sa quarter na to. They came into this quarter down by 7 and now they're up by 5.
First points of the second half para kay Marshall. 13 in total as Mamaril gets 2 of those back. Sabay may sinabi pa, no? Dito kay Junmar Fajardo. Oh, Fajardo just decked Mamaril. And Mamaril looking at the officials, looking at the referees as Marshall is on the floor. Nagalit din si Junmar, ano? Nagalit si Kraken doon. Ito, right after nung made basket ni Mamaril, may sinabi siya kay Fajardo. Pagdating ni Fajardo doon, inararo lang niya si Billy Mam sa kabilang dulo.
Story of this quarter though, Marshall as well as Doug Kramer and how Petron has turned it around. Barangay Ginebra, alam mo na wala talaga yung scoring ng import nila, Magudo. Nothing so far here in this quarter for Lowhorn. After 15 in the first, slowed down by only getting a field goal and a free throw in the second, and now nothing at all.
Na-stuck na, kaya pinaupo na muna siya dito ni Coach Chato. Parang na-check nga, no? Yung binabanggit mo kanina, no?
Give credit to the defense of Petron as well.
Mamaril kontra Millsap. Susukatin niya yung depensa ng import ng Petron. Millsap did enough to bother him. And here come the Blaze Boosters on the run. Elterbrand forced to give up the Judy foul.
They are in the penalty. Ang layo nung first half. Remember kanina, nabanggit natin para sa Ginebra. They only had total of 3 team fouls in the first half. And dito, naabot na sila ng 9, so they get 10. So they get called for 7 in this quarter alone.
Lassiter moves back to the bench. Laksang binalik ni Coach G.
Look at the depth of Petron. Pinanggal mo si Lassiter. Ang pinalik mo naman si Chris Love. That's one former Gilas player to another.
76-69. Petron taking this ball game by the horns. Down by 7 kanina. At the half ngayon, up by 7 na sila. That's a plus 14, which is still a minute and change remaining in this third frame. After Brandon traffic, out to Barakel. Here's a 3. Not good at hit. Lutz out to Millsap on the run. Millsap in trouble, gets it to Fajardo. Karagnot lines it up. 30-second timeout requested by Barangay Ginebra dahil ganun-ganun lang, Jason. 10 na ang abante ng Petron.
3-point shooting para sa Petron. In the first half, 0 out of 7. Here in this quarter alone, they've made 5. The difference is, look at that shot. No one in the same area code as Alex Cabagnot. And even earlier, yung tira ni Lutz, or rather ni Lassiter, also a clean look. So the defense of Ginebra starting to be not as nice or as tight as it was in the first half.
Etong Petron looking to bounce back after their opening assignment loss to Meralco. Ang Barangay Ginebra naman looking to snap a 3-game losing streak dating back to the finals of the previous conference.
It's hard to think. Mahirap naman na isama mo yun. This is a fresh start for them. This is a new, it's a new conference. Of course, that's in the back of their minds na parang matagal na rin sila hindi na nanalo. But, you'd like to call a new conference a new conference.
Shapit Aguilar, speaking of new, pinakabagong kabarangay is fouled. This could stop the bleeding para sa Ginebra as all of a sudden they are down by 10 points. On the first spot in Japet as Arwin re-enters the game.
If you're Ginebra, you know that you've lost this quarter because by a huge way. But you can still try to trim it a little bit para pagdating ng fourth quarter, hindi na galong kasakit na nawala yung kanyang kalamangan.
2 for Japet. Baba sa 8 ang abante ng Petron. Less than a minute na po natitira sa ating ikatlong yugto. Kapagnot kontra Urbistondo. Alex pulling pass underneath. Fajardo is fouled by Mamaril. Mamaril picks up his first Junior at the line. 2 points pa lang ang kanyang contribution. Yung first game niya, 6 of 10 siya from that 15-foot line. This is on his first attempt here. Junior misses both. Japet for the board. Elterbrand contra Tubit. Mamaril will offer the pick. Elterbrand loses his footing. Taken away by Cabagnot. Junmar on the run. Too fast for the big man. But the ball still recovers. Alex to the corner. Tubit, one dribble three. Oh, good. Fajardo keeps it alive though. 9 na segundo na lang natin dito sa third quarter. Cabagnot's gotta go. 3 to shoot. Alex, the crunch man, over to Lutz. Tubit for 3. No, and that'll do it for the first 3 quarters of action. Ang Petron was down by 7 at the half, pero magbabaon sila ngayon ng 8 puntos sa kalamangan heading into the final frame. They did it from everywhere. Doug Kramer, a major force underneath para sa Petron. They had their shooting, they had their defense, and now they have an 8-point lead. Back inside the Big Dome just in time to open the fourth and final quarter. Bakbagang Petron at Barangay Ginebra. Ang Petron meron na pong 8 puntos sa kalamangan, 79-71. Mag-umarjan kasama si Jason Webb with Erica Padilla patrolling the sidelines. Helterbrand may tangan ng bola. He pulls up for the 2. Nice start para dito sa Ginebra.
That's what Ginebra's looking for. They need a good start here in the fourth period to put pressure on Petron.
Kasama ni Helterbrand sina Barakael, Aguilar. Import nila si Lohorn and Orbistondo. Orbistondo comes up with a steal. Chopping ahead of him. Barakael on the right. He goes to the corner. Papunta sana kay JJ yung pasa na yun. JJ wide open. Bang!
Turn of Barangay Ginebra right now to use that 3-point shot. Quick 5-0 run. Putting a little pressure on Petron and also getting the crowd involved.
He can date that back to the end of the third quarter. Pwedeng 7-0 run na yan. As Petron has Lanete, Millsap, Lutz, Santos, and Fajardo on the floor. Ito yung sunod-sunod na tikada nga. Neto ni JJ Helterbrand. Millsap though looking to stop the bleeding. Bitin sa kanyang unang free throw as we send it over to Erica Padilla.
I was just about to lean in to listen to the instructions of Coach Otto, but it was Mark Aguila who suddenly came in at nagsabi sa team kung anong dapat gawin, leaving Coach Otto quiet. Balik sa inyo.
Wow. Mark Aguila being very vocal on that sideline.
Big turnover. It's an unforced turnover para sa Barangay Ginebra. Yun yung sinasabi nga natin, di pa masyadong magkakilala. Remember that Japet has only practiced a few games, but those two players actually were teammates in the Gilas of 2 years back.
Let's over to Santos. Puts it on the floor. Pinimpitan si Japet. Arwin gets the bounce. 8 puntos para dito kay Arwin Santos. Petron back up by 5 points. Japet against Kramer. They go to Helterbrand. He's been waxing hot in the early goings of this sport. Japet flies.
That's just pure athletic ability. He just decided to jump outside of the painted area.
Oh, Millsap running out of control. Behind the head pass ang ginamit dun. Now Lutz will bother Helterbrand all the way in the backcourt. Orbistondo magtatawid ng bola. Barangay Ginebra can tie with a 3 or come to within 1 with a short one. Chop it to JJ. Sa ilalim, Lohorn. And the Barangay Ginebra faithful up on their feet inside the Big Dome. As Barangay Ginebra San Miguel is now within 1 point. Helterbrand got them going. Tapos ito si Lohorn nakapag-contribute na sa wakas dito sa second half. 81-80, timeout ang Petron. "91 days inantay ng mga galamay ng barangay makita ulit ang kanilang paboritong basketball team dito sa hardcourt ng PBA, and hindi naman sila pinapahiya dito sa effort as they get the stop here. Naputokan pa ng 24 ang Petron.
Defense of Ginebra definitely stepping it up here in the fourth quarter. Only 2 points ang binigay nila. And you look at the amount of points on the board. It's the first team to actually play some hard-nosed defense would have the better chance of winning in today's game.
Lohorn at the post. Pagdalawan siya ni Millsap at Santos. Mukhang si Millsap ang mapipituan dito. Ikatlong personal foul para dito kay Elijah. As Lohorn will toe the line for 2 free throws. Intis ka lang yung una as we take a look at this Photon strong drive. Arwin Santos ang bida rito. Brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Lohorn for the tie. Ayaw pa rin. Chapek keeps it alive. Barangay pleading for that leather on that right side. Pero JJ wants them to get into their set. Helterbrand against Lassiter. Pick offered by Lohorn. Helterbrand to Japet underneath! Sawalan ng ring!
Good read on the part of Barangay Ginebra. Japet just too deep underneath.
Barakel ended up giving up that foul on Lassiter.
You can see that Japet actually was able to sneak behind his man, but then was just too deep underneath.
Petron swings it over to Lassiter, overshoots. Barakel with an emphatic rebound. Inabot pa raw siya sa noo. JJ on the run. Bounces it to Japet. Ginebra looking to reclaim the lead. Japet recovers. Urbistondo against two. He's in trouble. Tumawag tuloy ng timeout si Coach Chato. Assistant Coach George Gallant conferring with his head coach. Full timeout requested by Ginebra. Silipin ang ating Reg Zona power rebound. Japet ang bida sa pagkakataon na to. Brought to you by Reg Zona Man with 50% more long-lasting protection so you can do more. 81-80, Petron trying to hang on to this 1-point lead. Looking for a stop. Barangay Ginebra, ilang opportunity na, Jason, hindi mabawi ang kalamangan dito.
And they had some real clear-cut chances. The free throws earlier, the shot of Japet.
Urbistondo from the parking lot. Barakel couldn't hold on to the rebound. Arwen secures it para dito sa Petron. Kabagnot through a Millsap pick, goes over to Lassiter. He throws up another one. This time it's good!
You know, they decide to play a zone. Speaking of Barangay Ginebra, it's just going to be so hard to go for that, to play that zone right there. And if you do, you got to mark Marshall Lassiter first because he's going to be the best three-point shooter in that bunch.
Lohorn at the post. Kramer bantay niya. Lohorn loses it. Last touch, etang si Kramer.
Last two times, you can see the Lohorn also adjusting himself. He knows that he's being guarded against his strong side, so both times he has gone left, and he played much better than him.
Knockout play. Butabak and Millsap. Kabagnot will look to push the action. 3-on-2. Kabagnot sidesteps.
Another foul. Barangay Ginebra is unable to get away from fouling every time pumapasok sa paint ang Petron.
Kabagnot quietly has already scored 13 points, Jason. Parang hindi natin naramdaman yun,
But he's been the main quarterback for his team.
As Kagiwa checks back in as well as Chris Ellis. Makakasama nila si Tenorio, Lohorn, and Aguilar. Kabagnot makes it a 5-point lead para sa Petron. 7 at kalahating minuto natitira sa bakbakan na ito. Japet to LA, Lohorn looking first position at the post. They go to Kagiwa. Mark Kumak, etong si Lohorn.
It was not a bad angle for Mark. That's why he's upset. Even if the ball had reached si Lohorn, actually malabo na umabot sa kanya because it was such a bad angle.
Ellis though gets it right back. It's a 2-on-2. Kagiwa picks up speed, puts it up, and will troop to the line for 2 shots. Mark Kagiwa a bit shaken up here. Yung mata ba niya ang nahihinda niya? Yun, nasundot. And tandaan natin na nagkaroon na ng problema sa mata si Kagiwa from a few conferences ago. Actually had to sit out an extended period of time.
Kita naman natin, di sadya. It was more of the reaction from the bump.
Hanggang last conference, nagsasalamin pa si Mark, no? No problem. Problema naman pala. Just over 7 minutes remaining in this game. Kagiwa goes 2 for 2, cuts this deficit to 3. 15 puntos na para kay Mark the Spark Kagiwa. Kapag petangan ng bola, gets it over to Lassiter. Kagiwa on him. He gives up the baseline kasi nandun si Tenorio. Lassiter dribbles out of trouble. Couldn't hit. Santos slaps that leather out of bounds. Tenorio getting instructions from Coach Apo Agustin. Ellis through a Wilson pick. Santos on him. They go to Tenorio. 8 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Lowhorn against Kramer. Spinning to the baseline. The pull-up jumper is good!
That's good defense on the part of Doug Kramer. Just better offense on the part of Lowhorn. Finally getting some points here. That's his 4th point. Here in this quarter.
Napuwersa Petron into a timeout because they only had 2 seconds to try and get it across. 30-second variety to Jason, pero they will still inbound in the backcourt.
You can see here good defense on the part of Kramer. Able to bump him, not allow Lowhorn to get deep post position, but Lowhorn still able to get that outside shot to fall.
So Lowhorn coming to life here in the 4th quarter. Scoreless nga to ng 3rd. Nabanggit mo, Jason, ano? After he put up 15 in quarter number 1 and just 3 in the 2nd quarter. Lowhorn now has a total of 22 points. Ronald Tubid will be checking back into this game. 22-8, tipid na tipid ha, 13 tiro lang yan.
Yeah, only very efficient, but you'd also like to see him get a little bit more rebounds. You had 8 rebounds from that position. You're hoping that he would be touching more than 10 every game.
Lassiter gets it across. Nice execution by Petron to beat the 8-second violation. Millsap to the corner. Tobit for 3. Overshoots. Diretso sa kamay ni Ellis. Tenorio pushes it up. Ang bilis din ng Petron. Lassiter susundot mula sa likod.
Yeah, Lassiter is just so active on the defensive end. He does well in the passing lanes. Is good on as a primary defender, but also excellent as a help defender.
Ito si Marshall Lassiter when healthy, ano? Dahil mula nung nalipat to ng Petron, katakot-takot na injury na rin ang pinagdaanan yan. So there's going to be a foul away from play. Tubid, nakakapit kay Kagiwa. Kagiwa pops out. Tubid, right back on him. Pupunta sila kay Lowhorn. Handoff, pabalik kay Kagiwa. Baseline jumper, no. Kabagnot picks it up.
Good idea on the part of Barangay Ginebra. They got a good shot, a good look para kay Mark.
Three-pointer on the way, no good.
Now all of a sudden, 2 good looks from 3-point range para sa Petron. Both shots do not fall.
5.5 remaining in this contest. Tenorio crosses up Kabagnot. Pero Kabagnot quick to get back up. Lowhorn muscles his way through. Make a Salabang foul.
We talked about adjusting. The first move is right. In the first half, it went right all along. You can see how much Doug reacts to that first jab step to the right. He overreacts to it, and Lowhorn able to get all the way to the paint.
Meron naman palang kaliwa. Tinago lang pala kanina yung move niya papunta sa kaliwa. As Lowhorn completes that 3-point play, Barangay Ginebra back up by 2.
Lowhorn absent in the 3rd quarter, but now who's absent in the 4th? It's actually Millsap who has yet to score para dito sa Petron.
Millsap, hinahanap yung bola galing kay Tubid, napatikan ni Ellis. Tubid looking to recover. They have 8 seconds on their shot clock. Tubid looking to dance with Ellis, 3-pointer, no. Wilson para sa rebound. Tenorio going to the left side, bounces it to Kagiwa, further reverse, Lassiter pushes it hard. To the corner, Kabagnot,
Marshall Lassiter just attracts so much attention. This play starts off with a nice pick and roll at the top by Marshall. You can say LA has to react because of the passing of the driving lane, and that's not a good foul on the part of LA. Alex able to knock it down.
Cabagnot with a rare 4-point play opportunity. And he pushes Petron back up by 2 points.
That's a huge play because Petron was so close to calling a timeout because the momentum was squarely on the side of Barangay Ginebra because of that 4-point play. Kaya ngayon, pakiramdam mo, nasa Petron na yung momentum.
Tenorio out to Wilson, the 19-footer, no. Rebound, napulot ni Tenorio. With exactly 4:20 remaining sa ating Super Bowl Sunday. LA has Kramer switching on him. LA's reverse!
From the whole of Asia, balik sa PBA, that shot has been unstoppable in the last couple of weeks.
Talagang money para kay LA yun. Basta umatake at reverse na ganoon. Wala na pong 4 na minuto natitira. Arwin puts it on the floor. The floater, bitin. Wilson slaps it over to Ellis. Tenorio surveys. Nakita niya, dadalawa sila nakikiwan tumakbo dito. LA on the move, puts it up. Thought he was fouled. Millsap clears it para sa Petron. Elijah attacking, finding Arwin. And Santos delivers those 2 points.
That time it was Millsap able to create for his teammates. Like we said, scoreless so far, but sometimes you just have to find ways to make your team better.
Kagiwa at the post, contra kay Lassiter. Turnaround jumper, no. Rebound by Lowhorn and he is fouled. Elijah Millsap ang napituan. So we take another, ito yung sinasabi mo, Jay.
Yan tinatawag natin na nambibigla lang na doon pala sa kabila kukunin.
Make sure of the first free throw as Laneta checks in para dito kay Cabagnot.
Alex looks like he's really tired. Needs like a nice minute or so rest.
Hindi na nga pinadala hanggang sa dulo ng bench kung saan yung pinakamalapit na silya. Pinaupo na kagad siya doon ni team manager Shot Duncanson. As we are now tied at 91. 3 minuto sakto natitira dito. Lanete kontra Tenorio. Millsap trying to break free of Ellis. Lanete to Santos. Wilson on him. Arwin with a fadeaway. No. Rebound. Kagiwa lost it. Lassiter is there to clean it up.
Give credit also to Arwin Santos because he kept that ball alive. Nasa kamay na yun. Oh, ni Mark Kagiwa. As we see again, Arwin Santos keeping himself busy there.
Wilson na magtatawid para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Lanete ni ayaw patanggapin itong si Tenorio. Now he gets his hands on it. Wala ng 2 kalahati natitira. LA steps on the gas, puts it up, and is fouled. Tenorio can tie the game with both makes here.
Look at the assist number, already in double digits in assists. And this is a guy that actually did not get to practice much with his team.
Kirby Raimundo, nakakwento natin kanina, may tama daw siya sa tuhod. Nagkatamaan sila ni Willie Wilson sa ensayo. Not sure when he's gonna be back, pero no problem naman. Sabi ni LA, tabla na naman ang ating labanan. This is going to be deadlock number 5. Just over 2 minutes remaining here. Millsap in the lane. Luluwa pa rin ang ring.
Missed play there in terms of playing that defense para dito sa Barangay Ginebra because they just allowed Millsap to split that double team fairly easy.
Tenorio nga, binibigyan pa ng konting pointers itong si Ellis on where he was supposed to be to try and stop that.
Importance of free throws. Barangay Ginebra has made 4 straight free throws to be able to keep in step with Petron. Now it's on the turn of Petron to make their free throws to stay ahead of Barangay Ginebra.
This is on the second. We got a 1-point ball game here. Barangay Ginebra looking to seize back the lead. Kagiwa on the move. Pulls up from 16. Mark couldn't get it. Rebound. Taken away by Lanete. 2-minute warning blaring. Kramer to Santos. The pull-up jumper. Arwin gets the bounce.
Couple of big plays para kay Arwin. That's his second jumper. And remember that tap which led to the Lassiter play.
Oh! Offensive foul whistled on Willie Wilson.
That hurts. Napakasakit yan para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. You don't want to give away possessions. And when you give up an offensive foul like that, binigyan mo ng regalo yung kalaban mo.
Tatlo po ang abante ng Petron. They look to push it to a 2-possession lead on this gift from Ginebra. Millsap ang didiscarte. LA trying to keep in step with him. Millsap couldn't get away. Ngayon manangatawan, LA bothers him. Millsap in trouble. Found a way to put it up. Kramer is there for the stick back.
And LA has every right to be upset because he put up tremendous defense against Millsap, but it's all about offensive rebounds. Doug Kramer picking up already his 5th offensive rebound, none bigger than this.
You know, hirap na talaga yung Millsap. Pero nandun nga si Kramer all alone on that other side. Timeout muna para sa Ginebra. Barely 2 weeks as a Petron Blaze booster, Douglas Kramer has proven that he deserves to wear that uniform. He has come up with a big plays here, Jason.
Yes, and you came up with the energy plays para makabawi sila, makabalik sila sa laro nito in the third quarter. But also right there coming up with huge points.
One rebound away from a double-double, 17 points, 9 boards para dito kay Kramer. Sa kalahati natin tira sa ating laro. Lowhorn loses it.
Turnover.
No look, Lassiter from Lanete gets the basket because of a foul.
Turnovers as well as physical as well as mental para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Look at this play here. That's just not taking care of the basketball. And then this one, not a good foul leading to that. So you can see Barangay Ginebra again. Lot of misplays.
All of a sudden, Petron is up by 8 points. Barangay Ginebra with just 1 minute and 20 to try and make it up, Jason. No need to go for the threes at this point, but they have to go quick. They need to score on this possession.
Yeah, and just pretty deflating. And when you look at yung Barangay Ginebra heading into the timeout, they look like they're pretty deflated.
Right away. Okay, right away. Now. Hello. Dito mo lang, please. Dito baka makakapasa. Dito na. So, Take the ball out. Okay? Okay. Now, spin down, seal, right away, go. Mawala, pass, spin down, go.
You know, they look very deflated, Magu, but at the same time, you have to stay positive. You make a basket here and see what happens.
So it is going to be Chris Ellis inbounding. Kasama niya sina Lowhorn, Wilson, Gagiwa, and Tenorio. They go immediately to Lowhorn, spinning away from that double team. Ellis for 3. No. Rebound battle. Dahil diretso na sa outside yung bola. And Petron just now looking to hang on. One more basket to take the fight out of Barangay Ginebra as they look to bounce back in a big way after their opening assignment loss to Meralco. Lanete has been solid in these crucial stages too. Picking up that offensive foul kanina, no? Kay Willie Wilson. 3 to shoot. Millsap to Kramer, not aware. Lanete with a bailout. No. Gagiwa with a rebound. Forced out of bounds by Santos. Here comes Willie Wilson. Tenorio has 38 seconds. Pulls up for a 3. No. Millsap with a rebound, and that should do it. The Petron Blaze boosters will barge into the win column at the expense of Barangay Ginebra. Marshall Lassiter just wasting away the time. Iba yung nakita natin ngayon, just especially in the second half, Jason, lalo na dun sa linaro nila kontra Meralco.
You know, it was a lot of errors on the part of Barangay Ginebra. Ginebra unable to make the right plays, and Petron was a team that was able to do things correctly.
101-95 is your final score. Ang Petron Blaze Boosters po, papanik na sa 1-1 ang kanilang record while dropping Ginebra to 0-1.
Now remember, this was a game that was tied at 93. Tied at 93, it ends up 101-95. In a span of about 2 minutes, that was a huge run by Petron to close out this game.
Tsaka ang dami rin talaga naging bida para dito sa Petron. How about that 4-point play by Alex Cabagnot? How about the timely hits ni Milsat dun sa dulo after not contributing much most of the second half? So it's 101-95, big win para dito sa Petron Blaze Boosters. At sa dami nga ng bida para sa Petron, there can only be one hero of the day. At ito pa yung pinakabagong taga-Petroniverse, Mr. Doug Kramer. Doug!
Hi, time ago.
Kamusta, Doug? Second game mo lang para sa Petron, but already double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds. What's going through your mind?
My legs are tired, mabigat yung lower. Pero kinaya naman. I just needed to adjust. I had 2 practices before the first game, so ang hirap talaga. I mean, I just got in, and chemistry is important, and I think we had that tonight.
Like you said, it's just been 2 weeks since you got there. What are the things that you feel that you needed to bring, especially today, for you to come out with a victory?
Well, this team's loaded. We got a lot of scorers, and I think I'm a perfect fit for this team because I'm a weak side big, and I'll get those misses. I'll defend their biggest guy. Doesn't matter how big and strong. And looks like it worked today so far.
Doug, ito yung pagkakataon mo to invite all of the Kentronatics, yung mga taga-Petroniverse pala, to keep supporting the Petron Blaze Boosters.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you to Petroniverse. Actually, pagpasok ko pa lang, grabe yung welcome nila over Instagram and Twitter, and I appreciate all that. And siksik ko lang, hi to my wife at home. They weren't able to watch. Kendra, Scarlett, Gavin, I love you.
Congratulations once again, Doug, and congratulations to the Petron Blaze Boosters.
Thank you guys.
Big win, Jason.
Hey, they come out after having going down 0-1 in this tournament. They're at 1-1. Remember, short tournament. Can't allow yourself to get into losing streaks. Petron able to not have one. Ginebra on the other hand, they have a game coming up. They can't afford to go down 0-2. Dalang iksi nga ng tournament na to.
So that'll do us for us inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Pero standby lang kayo. The Sports 5 Center from the Red Gate will be coming your way. Sa ngalan ni Jason Webb, ni Erica Padilla, at sa buong team natin, headed by Direk Ravi Ramano. Mag-umargin po, nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood. This has been a Sports 5 production of the PBA on IBC.